It ain't working. Something is broken.
Genesee County Sheriff Robert Piquel talking about the criminal justice system. Now there's new exposure to an ongoing problem. Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist retweeting this Detroit News article Friday about some inmates waiting more than 4 years for trial in Genesee County. Now Gilchrist says it's an issue in jails across the state and he plans to outline ways to fix it in January. But the sheriff is having to find solutions now.
We're warehousing mentally ill people, mental health patients.
June 2011, Genesee County jail inmates are being transported to Midland County because the jail in Flint is overcrowded. 8 years later, not much has changed.
And I still have inmates elsewhere.
Inmates in Sanilac, Saginaw, Lapeer, and Shiawassee counties waiting for a legal resolution.
They're sleeping on the floor. They're sleeping, you know, there's maybe where I'm allowed to have 20 people in an area. I've got as many as 40, 60. It's inhumane. And the problem is exacerbated by we can't move cases fast enough. 80% of the population in the jail have opioid problems. The average educational level is the 9th grade.
Sheriff Robert Piquel says the average stay is more than 170 days. 93% of the population is unsentenced, and the jail, which holds 580, was overcrowded all but 60 days in the past year. Some have been there more than 4 years waiting for a trial, others 3 years, and so forth.
4 years, 3 years, 2.5 years in jail, presumed innocent. Is that a speedy trial? Is that what we call justice?
We need more jail cells, too. We need more judges. We need more courtrooms.
Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton says it's important to remember sometimes the process is slower because of the inmate.
There's a 180-day constitutional speedy trial rule, but there's many exceptions to that. For example, if the defendant asks for something that can slow the process down, the 180 days is waived. And that happens a lot.
Layton's office, which reviews 3,500 to 4,000 felony cases each year, often has to request additional evidence from police.
The problem starts with the city of Flint, where most of the cases originate. The city doesn't have enough money to hire enough police officers to get the job done. So if there was going to be something that could be done to aid the speed of an individual getting to trial, it would be to fund in-house investigators for the prosecuting attorney.
We do ministry work.
Leon L. Alamin is the founder of Made Institute, a Flint nonprofit organization that helps inmates while in jail and prison and once they get out. He provides housing for returning citizens and at-risk youth and job training too.
It can be dangerous on both ends for the individuals that's being housed as well as the individuals that are housing them. We have to focus in these communities, small cities like Flint and so forth, that has a high population of mental issues going on, and really begin to address that and look at it from a standpoint of treatment and addressing the trauma issues.
And Sheriff Piquel says he's been talking to the County Board of Commissioners about overcrowding, but has not seen any real progress. It's not just the concerns for inmates, though, being overcrowded, but the manpower needed to take care of this population means 70 to 100 hours of overtime every day. Now, jail populations have shifted in recent years, with more and more prisoners being sent to rural jails rather than urban areas. According to a report from the nonprofit group Vera, jail populations in urban areas have fallen 18% since 2013. Now, jail populations in rural areas are up 27% in that same time period. In parts of the U.S., that increase can be attributed to the growing opioid crisis.